Yeah,
we'll figure it out someday.
You know what's crazy? So I was reading. So I did grok that question. I did want to see if European dudes just like went to China and just at first were like just a little bit, just like because I was trying to. I was like, it is funny. Like I'm not even being mean. It's like it's funny.
What is?
The first time to never hear like a hardcore like straight from China Chinese guy talk. If you've never seen that before, I was wondering like, is it inherently funny or am I a jerk? Because I would making the argument like it is kind of inherently funny.
Yeah.
It just is. Like it makes me laugh.
That's fair.
Yeah, just seeing like an old Asian dude like move around or like yell, it's funny. It's
I think they were doing, I don't know how funny it would be because I think they were doing their own thing. The thing that makes it funny is when they're acting Western.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You're kind of doing it wrong.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
I think you're 100% right.
You're wearing a business suit to like jog. Like you're just slightly off. There's something funny about it.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Because they were just purely impressed. They were like, yo, these dudes are fucking legit. They went over there and they're like, the weird thing though, so the Chinese apparently were like, if you visited, they were like super hospitable. Japanese weren't very hospitable, I guess at first. Chinese were super hospitable. And they would even be like, yo, if my wife thinks you're hot, you can fuck my wife. But I gotta make sure she's cool with it. So if you like were a house guest, they'd be like, yo, you can fuck my wife. Just I gotta make sure she's down with it.
China might not be asshole.
China's not asshole, dude.
China, I think we're getting propagandized. China's not asshole,
dude. That is, and it's like, when was Marco Polo? Like,
I don't even,
1500s? Yeah, Marco Polo went over there with his boys, and apparently they were just like,
maybe earlier.
Do your thing.
13. Yeah.
Yeah,
that was Mongolians.
Yes, it was a Mongolian custom that the Chinese had adopted. Mongolians are freaky.
Mongolians are freak bulls. They're even the last guys you want to see, dude. Freaky ass bulls.
Which is funny. That was an accepted custom at the time. Like, oh, dude, yeah, here's some food, and also
you want a little pussy?
Yeah.
Hey, if you're horny, also you got some pussy here.
It'd be rude of me not to have you empty the sack. It's just crazy.
I want you to be able to sleep comfortably. You can't go to sleep with a full sack. Come on, man. Plow my wife.
Plow my wife, please.
Plow my wife. Plow my wife, hey.
Yeah, that was fucking wild, man. Because I was like, what if, like, because obviously the Europeans did kind of dominate culture pretty hard. But it's like, man, if it went the other way, what if China dominated us and we all had to cuck out just to be, nice to be nice? I don't say cuck, I say it more an ultimate host kind of way.
Yeah.
Super host Airbnb.
Super host. Super host.
4.2 stars. Wife's pussy was kind of trash. Back patio was kind of cool though. Walls were thin as hell, made out of fucking paper.
Fell through the wall in the middle of the night.
Yeah, that's
just walked right through it, hammered, Kool-Aided into their fucking bedroom.
Yeah, they were thin walls, so you'd be like, all right, thanks. And you would plow the dude's wife behind a piece of construction paper.
And that's why they're quiet. That's why they're so quiet. They're just generations of like, hey, man, fuck that guy.
Yeah, true.
Fuck that guy.
Man, that is just like, for real. I was like reading that. I'm like, that is so nice. To be like, man, you got, how long was your a bunch of guys, you were on a boat with a bunch of guys for 6 months?
Yeah,
dude, come on.
It's time.
Plow my wife. But then it'd be crazy if you'd be like, let me check. And your wife's like, I'm not plowing that dude. He'd have to come out to you and be like,
bro,
my wife's not really feeling you, dude.
Bad news. She's tired again.
I got bad news.
Her stomach's upset.
But I think back, I feel like in, and this is just from reading Shogun, I'm jumping to Japan now. I feel like being a prostitute back then was like, somewhat respected. It was like a world. It was called the Willow World. It was like you were just totally dedicated to like pleasures, and it was like a whorehouse was like a magical place. You'd be like, it's time for me to go over.
Yeah,
there.
They always write like that.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of those things where it's like, oh, the brothel, what a glorious. It's like that must have been a fucking shithole.
Oh yeah, well,
must have been disgusting.
No, they were clean. They were super, super clean, dude. It was funny. According to European standards, they're like, dude, they're taking like 5 baths.
European standards
they're so bad,
crazy.
They were like the Chinese take like 6 baths a month, 6 baths a month. These guys are the cleanest guys we know.
Who was it? There was like a king that took like 3 baths in a year, and everyone in England was like, "This fucking pussy. He thinks he's better than us." He took like 3.
He was so metro.
He was metro.
The Wild Wild West.